YouTube, we back with another one, man. Obviously the game crashed, so we sorry about that. So we back here with another one. We back online, so we have to jump back into this. We have to get it back in. What is this, dude? Camacho.
Messed up, win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Clean up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room.
Oh, stick me on now. Goddamn, I'm at the top. So, we back in here, y'all. My game obviously crashed.
Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots.
Oh. Yeah, we got 147 won fights. 157 lost.
Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Wow. It's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, Clarissa Shields. It's Clarissa Shields, one of the greatest to ever do it, one of the most avoided fighters in the game, and one of the best to lace. Clarissa Shields, the greatest woman fighter of all time, or so she says.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Flint, Michigan, she is a 3-division, undisputed champion of the world, Clarissa Shields. Fighting out of the blue
we're gonna get in here
corner,
on this afternoon. Trying to get some people to tap in on the stream. We're gonna probably get into some Resident Evil later. Everybody and their mama been on that game, so I ain't been able to really get into it.
After months of
I've been watching other people
we
play
finally have a fight.
I haven't seen that.
She continues to score with that left jab.
She got that heavy ass. Okay, just for her eyes. She don't see that shit coming.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again.
He's standing there. We can't stand there.
So much firepower here.
Fight him. Blast it.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
She fucking us up.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Off the charts action from both of these fighters.
That's the hit.
One punch could change everything in this battle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
That's phenomenal here. cutting me though, man.
Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next. Oh, he's just taking a big breath, and here we go again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Ooh. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
One punch at a time type shit.
Swing and a miss with that hook.
I hit that fucking body.
These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab but does not score. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? A perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
You worked that body, man. That motherfucker.
For them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Even though she got power, hard ass power behind her.
There's the bell for round 3. That last round was a debacle. Did you see that? Clarissa Shields is in trouble.
But see what I'm saying?
How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good counter shot by her. Beautiful counter punch. Right uppercut can't find a home. She got clipped by that counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot by her. Good counter punch. The courage on display here is incredible. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. That one lands. There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
fighter willing to slow down. Jab does not score. Just avoids the left uppercut. Catch and shoot. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Missing with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something to turn this thing around.
Every second, every minute of...
On to the fifth we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed. Woo!
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Another scoring shot there. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some... Clearly, her opponent was too much for her. She's thrown in the towel. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
What the fuck? Losing that whole fight. Nigga throwing the towel. Oh, catching his ass. Boom.
Feeling like
I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comeback. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But even you got that magical.
So we got a new camera, y'all. We got a new camera up top, but we gotta get a new laptop and shit so the shit can work better. Oh man, he might give it to me.
What a beautiful day for a fight. It's the incomparable. It's Edgar Berlanga.
This bout is...
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
Right. Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more...
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Beautiful counter punch. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. Here we go. It's round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter punching. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That counter shot lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He threw a punch and just got countered. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Quick punch scores. punch caught him clean.
On that nigga. Hey.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Roy got that Philly chill.
The bell rings and we start the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. So much firepower here. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. That hook won't score. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He missed with that jab. They exchange punches. They both want a knockout, you can tell. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Tearing that nigga body
Talk
up.
about Roy Jones in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands.
Thinking he got me.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't land that jab. The straight right just misses. That punch scores. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Tearing that body up.
Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. The game plan has not...
I know his ass over that game.
On to the 5th we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They better start respecting each other's punching power.
I can't get in there, man.
Shoot. You'd like to see more jabs. How about that time counter shot? You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Yeah, he's fucking me up, man. I can't get in there.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Let's start the 6th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
I'm trying to fucking knock his ass out.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice punch. They drop their guard, they get caught. That left hook just missed. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Ooh.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last. And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Beautiful counter shot. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now.
bitch.
Goes RJJ. He caught him with
Go
a
down,
body
nigga.
shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He getting up. He getting up. Got up. That was it right there. That was what we needed, a knockdown.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
And he scores with the counter. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last
round.
He's been knocked down, but
tired.
at least not knocked
He
out.
tired. He tired. He
There's
tired.
the bell to start round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first?
Oh my fucking
Amazing
God,
knockout
bro.
finish here. That was something special. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Fuck. Get up. Oh my God, that was a TKO, bro.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win.
That's
Congratulations.
What a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once.
Look.
This is on TV.
That shit right there be pissing me off. I had that nigga beat. One fucking shot, he couldn't even get up. All he had to do was stay alive in the fucking 8.
Fucking me, I'm a pro like a Mac, drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back, front line with my back. Up against the wall, if I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on and wait for him to score. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against the all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should have changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I thrive when it's showtime, everybody watch. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. It's like they don't wanna see me win, that's cool. Yeah, man, I got this in the bag like school. They're trying to rock the boat, but the ride's too smooth, cause I'm trying to bid the goal.
I didn't pick him.
His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is ringside for this massive event here tonight at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters.
So here comes Kid El Nino de Oro, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan. He won his first world title back in 2007 and hasn't looked back since.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of Sheffield, England. Here is a featherweight champion of the world, Kid Galahad. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, Jorge Linares.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. I guess showboating is part of their plan. The counter punch caught him clean. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pot you all night long. Rush them.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punching. Good one. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. How about that time counter shot? That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Here we go for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Whoa, wait a minute! Galahad is rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will you do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that straight left. There's a counter shot. That left hook just missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. They better start respecting each other's punching power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Seemed like an eternity. On to the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. The Venezuelan is rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Swing and a miss with the hook. That uppercut doesn't land. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. They threw the hook, it didn't land. He threw a punch and just got countered. He threw the hooks, didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye.
There's the bell for round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're not thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Just missing with the uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. There's the bell for round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Bitch! Go your motherfucking ass.
Oh, I gotta take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
They don't never give me no TKO. They don't never give me TKO.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh, he's
Jorge
still
Linares is in some serious trouble. A perfect counter shot. And he scores with the counter.
So they'll give him a smooth-ass knockdown for that.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. A lot of effort being exerted here. Nope, that hook won't score. Well done with that counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Beaten,
That's fucked up.
on to the 6th round. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Caught him. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Swing and a miss with that hook. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
I need to get them cuts together.
Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Stamina is... Oh, well, wait a minute! Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Going deep into the gas tank on this round. your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. You've heard the old phrase, this might come. There's the bell to start round 8. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? A perfect counter lands. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Catch and shoot. A straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Punch. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to...
That's some whole ass shit. That's some whole ass shit. We shouldn't have lost that fight, though.
Hey, close the door.
feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch them on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given the task, it's so apparent. I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim rain's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know my lane clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like a can't shout. I'm getting even 4-2-3, I'm like a calm cow. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spy. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done.